As you step into the shadowy depths of the forest, a sense of foreboding washes over you like the cool dampness of the morning air clinging to your skin. The trees rise like ancient sentinels, their gnarled branches woven together, whispering secrets only the wind can understand. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows that flicker and dance along your path, masking the truth that lies beneath the beauty. In this realm shrouded in verdant tranquility, not all heroes tread lightly upon two legs. Here, the majestic bear roams, a creature steeped in both reverence and misunderstanding, embodying a raw power intertwined with a tender guardianship. As you venture deeper into the wilderness, a chilling truth begins to unfold. The forest holds secrets darker than the shadows cast above. Crescendoing curiosity gnaws at you, propelling you forward as the heaviness in the air becomes palpable. Suddenly, tranquility is punctured by an almost imperceptible sound, a rustle of leaves that sends shivers along your spine. You hold your breath, piecing together the fragments of an unseen puzzle. It is amid this moment of clarity that you catch sight of something lurking in the underbrush. A hidden bunker, nestled just beyond the thick tangle of briars and fallen leaves. Your heart races, each beat echoing a dreadful awareness. It is a deceptive sanctum, its existence meant to be cloaked by the dense greenery, a harbinger of greed that threatens to sever the delicate threads of life intertwined within the forest's embrace. Drawn by an unrelenting force, you inch closer, the fragrant air filled with the sense of damp earth and wildflowers mingling with something far more sinister, a metallic tang that hints at violence, at desperation. You step carefully, acutely aware of the forest's pulse, the collective heartbeat of a sanctuary filled with cries you struggle to discern. The tranquility that surrounds you feels false, disrupted by the oppressive weight of unrecognized suffering. Peering through the underbrush, a flicker of movement catches your eye, and your heart sinks. You spot captive wildlife, frightened creatures peering out from cages, their eyes wide with terror and confusion. Their cries, stifled and muffled, pierce through the heart of the quietness, haunting you, reminders of a cruel existence born from human avarice. You feel the tension thicken, an unwelcome heaviness that sits like a stone in your chest. Each gasp for freedom, each plaintive whimper reverberates through the branches, an eloquent call for compassion amid despair. This is not merely a confrontation with greed, it is a battle for survival, a defense of life against the jagged edge of human encroachment. These innocent beings, stripped of their autonomy, embody an injustice that runs deeper than theft. It is a flagrant affront to the harmony that should bind us all together in this world. You are drawn into their plight, and an unexpected empathy ignites within you, urging you to feel their cries echo through your very being. In this turmoil, you sense a flicker of hope emerging from the heart of the forest. A papa bear, patrolling his territory, driven by instincts as ancient as the mountains themselves. You feel an unspoken bond, woven from love and protection, that ties him to the wildlife that flourishes around him. Every rustle of leaves, every paw print pressed into the soft earth speaks to the weight he carries. The burden of his realm rests heavily on his broad shoulders. You sense his loneliness, his resolve, and the promise he holds close to his heart. Deep inside, he understands the stakes. If he stands back, what chaos might ensue. As twilight descends, enveloping the forest in a comforting embrace, the urgency grows more acute. The air hums with tension, the silence thickening like fog, and a chill washes over you. You find yourself entwined in the bear's determination, feeling the same stubborn resolve flare within you as he gathers the courage to confront the encroaching darkness. His instincts guide him closer to the source of danger, the very poachers who threaten not only the balance of the forest, but also the lives of those who dwell within its protective folds. Your heart races alongside the rhythm of the forest, an echo of expectation. You know that every minute counts. Each passing moment inches these vulnerable souls closer to an ominous fate. The juxtaposition of life and death looms heavy in the air, a grim crossroad forged by greed and ignorance. You stare into the depths of the rising darkness as it threatens to consume the fragile hope that lingers like a flickering flame. Will the bear summon the strength to challenge the encroaching shadows, or will he remain a silent witness as the cruel tide of human greed sweeps over a sanctuary meant for all? The forest watches, holding its breath, waiting to see if the call for justice echoes loud enough to awaken the slumbering giants. As you linger in this moment of uncertainty, you feel the weight of unspoken voices, of creatures who cannot fight for themselves, swelling into a cacophony of solidarity. You stand in the doorway of an unfolding tale, aware that legends are born from moments just like this. The wilderness is a theater, and the bear, a guardian fashioned from raw instinct and indomitable spirit, stands at the precipice, facing the storm of greed. Each heartbeat thunders like an ancient war drum, a rallying cry for justice. In this charged setting, one truth crystallizes. Courage often emerges from the most unexpected places, and the forest is alive with the promise that change is possible. The air feels heavier as you plunge deeper into the heart of the forest, the shadows growing thicker around you. The vibrant greens fade into somber hues, and the cacophony of life seems muted by the underlying sense of anguish that permeates this sanctuary. Each step brings you closer to the hidden horror, the dark heart of the poaching operations that threaten the lives of so many. As you navigate through the underbrush, a sense of foreboding grips you, and the echo of life intertwines with the cries of despair that linger in the air. The sounds of the forest have shifted. The familiar rustle of leaves is now underscored by an unsettling silence. It's as if the land itself is holding its breath, acutely aware of the pain that festers within its depths. You instinctively know that behind the veil of beauty lies a truth drenched in suffering, a reality that demands to be witnessed. Suddenly, through a gap in the foliage, you see it. The poacher's camp, a makeshift array of tents and cages, an affront to the purity of this wilderness. Your heart races as you take in the sight, a chilling tableau of avarice laid bare. The faces of the poachers, hardened by greed, loom ominously as they bustle about their illicit business, exchanging hushed words that carry an undertone of malice. You feel the air thicken, weighted by the enormity of their sins. Trapped within iron bars, terrified animals peer out with wide eyes, their spirits dimmed but not extinguished. You meet their gaze, and in that moment, an electric shock runs through you, an unfiltered connection that sears into your soul. Each creature caged reflects a story of stolen freedom and fragmented hope. You hear their muffled cries, hear the rhythm of their pounding hearts echoing your own, the desperation palpable, a painful reminder of the urgency that stirs beneath the surface. A solitary fox, eyes bright with defiance despite the bars that confine it, draws your attention. You feel its longing, a desire to reclaim its rightful place in the world beyond. You cannot shake off the sense of moral outrage that rises within you, a fierce storm brewing against the backdrop of iniquity. Whatever humanity remains in this twisted landscape is slowly being devoured by the unsated hunger for profit. Each sale is a life extinguished. Each transaction is a thread snipped from the looms of existence. You turn your gaze back to the poachers, more deeply entwined in their cruel machinations than you dared to imagine. They haul equipment and cages, their laughter mocking an innocence shattered all around them. Every unwelcome sound stretches taut in the night air, a reminder of their disregard for the very lives they exploit. You feel the surge of anger coursing through you, but it is swiftly followed by an aching sorrow. a haunting echo that transforms your outrage into something deeper, a fragile understanding of the suffering at hand. Just as you begin to process the grim realities unfolding before you, a chilling roar erupts from the surrounding woods, a raw sound that breaks the spell of casual indifference among the poachers. Their laughter falters, replaced by pale expressions of shock. You sense that the bear, the guardian of this realm, has arrived. The recognition ignites a flicker of hope deep within you, a primal awareness that the scales may be poised to shift. The bear, massive and formidable, emerges from the cover of the trees, moving with purpose and fluid grace. You feel your heart surge, your breath catching in your throat as his mighty presence fills the clearing. Yet there's something more than sheer size. It is the intensity in his gaze, a burning determination that speaks volumes. He surveys the scene, a witness to the horrors that unfold under the mantle of darkness. For him, this isn't just a chance to reclaim what was stolen. It is a moral imperative, a call to honor those who cannot defend themselves. You can almost feel the culmination of energy around you, like the gathering storm clouds that hover just before a tempest. Goosebumps prickle your skin as you watch the bear observe the horror playing out in front of him. His powerful muscles ripple beneath his fur, a living testament to resilience and the fight against despair. Time seems suspended as the standoff hangs in the air, each moment stretched thin like a taut wire. The poachers, now realizing their fate, whirl around, their arrogance replaced with instinctual panic. Their eyes dart toward the advancing guardian, and you can sense the fear radiating from them, a stark contrast to their previous bravado. In this charged silence, the forest seems to awaken, every leaf, every critter holding its breath as the bear charges forth. With the weight of the wilderness behind him, he embodies justice, thrusting himself into the fray, a primal force against the despicable actions that have plagued this sacred space. Every step he takes is deliberate. Every breath he draws is infused with a rallying cry for those who cannot fight. Suddenly, in a flurry of movement, the bear crashes into the chaos. The thief in the night becoming the rescuer in the day, dispatching the confusion that recoils at his presence. You watch in awe as courage unfolds in real time, the very essence of nature rebelling against its oppressors. Here before your eyes, the dichotomy of survival unveils itself. The predator versus the poacher, the guardian versus the destroyer. In this crucial moment, you are not just a witness. You are a part of the forest's heartbeat, an integral thread in the tapestry of this confrontation. The line separating man from beast fades, each creature being drawn into the greater narrative of justice. As the air fills with the shouts of the poachers, you recognize that this battle transcends the immediate. It is emblematic of a struggle that has waged in silence for too long. And with that realization, you brace yourself for what comes next, aware that this confrontation will ripple far beyond the clearing, a surge of change initiated by unexpected forces, steered by the guardian, driven by instinct, and fueled by an indomitable spirit. The dance of fate unfolds beneath the boughs of the forest, where the guardian rises to reclaim not just freedom, but hope for every voice silenced by greed. As the bear lunges forward with a grace that belies his size, the air around you thickens with a palpable tension. You hold your breath, heart pounding, each beat resonating with the urgency of the moment. This is it, the turning point, the nexus where courage confronts cruelty. You are drawn into the energy swirling around you, as if the forest itself is holding its breath, waiting for the outcome. The poachers scatter in panic, their bravado stripped away like bark from a tree, revealing the vulnerable core beneath. They grab at weapons, their hands shaking with the fear of what is to come, but they are no match for the bear's raw power. As he barrels toward them, there is a primal beauty in his movements, an elegance that speaks of the wild wisdom coursing through his veins. Shadows dance around him like dark spirits, lending an almost ethereal quality to this moment of reckoning. You can feel the shift, a delicate balance tipping in favor of the bear, a guardian of the forest rising to reclaim his dominion. He channels the depth of the wilderness, the weight of its ancient stories, and in doing so, he evokes the spirits of those who came before him. Every roar reverberates throughout the woods, shaking the very ground beneath your feet. It is not just a roar, it is a declaration. The poachers realize they are trespassers in a realm governed by laws far greater than their own greed. Suddenly, one of the poachers, panicked and desperate, raises a weapon in a feeble attempt to protect himself. In a split second, you brace for chaos, the imminent clash, heavy with dread. But the bear, unyielding and resolute, sidesteps with remarkable agility, his instincts finely tuned to the rhythm of survival. Even in this moment of potential violence, there is an unmistakable grace as he navigates the chaos, a force not merely of brute strength, but of calculated elegance. And then, with undeniable power, he charges, slamming into the poacher and sending him sprawling to the ground. The weapon clatters uselessly away, an embodiment of failed intentions. The bear stands as a sentry, fierce and unwavering, poised to protect those who cannot stand for themselves. In this fleeting tableau, hope blooms amidst despair, woven together like a tapestry of forest whispers and unyielding resolve. The other poachers, witnessing their compatriot fall, converge, panic twisting their features into masks of terror. You realize their movements are driven not by bravery, but by sheer survival instinct, and in an instant, they scatter, abandoning their cruel trade, their bravery felled by the heart of the wilderness fighting back. This is nature's retribution, a reckoning woven deeply into the fabric of life itself. As the bear stands tall, having repelled the immediate threat, you feel tension dissipate like mist before sunshine. He surveys his surroundings, chest heaving with exertion and determination, ready to confront any remaining danger. In this moment of victory, he embodies the spirit of the wild, a reminder that guardianship often takes forms that are raw and untamed, yet deeply familiar. And then you witness something extraordinary. The bear, as if sensing the heavy burden that lies within the cages, pivots from pursuit to purpose. With insight that transcends mere instinct, he moves toward the trapped animals. He approaches the small fox first, knowing that the creature can feel the weight of despair. You watch as the bear nudges the cage, unlocked but still closed. The rusted hinge gives way. The cage swings open with a hesitant creak, groaning as freedom calls to the fox. That flicker of longing you glimpsed earlier ignites anew, and the fox dashes out, its body taut with adrenaline and elation, as if reborn in the embrace of the wild. You feel the air shift once more, charged with the excitement of liberation. Every instinct within you urges you to cheer, to shout for joy. The forest rejoices. Within moments, the bear continues his tireless mission, one by one. He bursts open the cages that contain the imprisoned wildlife. Each release feels monumental, a flicker of defiance against the prevailing darkness. You sense the beauty of every life regained, every reunion with freedom, as if nature itself is weaving its own narrative of resilience, a testament to the will of the natural world. The scene ignites a fervent hope within your chest, swelling with an understanding that sometimes liberation is born from unexpected sources. You realize how intertwined the fates of these creatures are with that of the bear, who stands as both protector and avenger. You are witnessing a reclamation, an unrecognized alliance. The balance between life and survival restored under the guardianship of the forest. Yet, in the back of your mind, you remain aware that this moment, this battle, may not be the end. The bear stands gazing into the trees, aware that the fight against greed is unceasing, that the poachers may return, drawn by the promise of profit and the lure of exploitation. Nevertheless, as you absorb the scene around you, a current of unwavering strength flows through you too. You know this might be only a chapter in the ongoing saga of survival, but the chapters written today will resonate within these woods long after the last shadows disperse. In this moment of respite, the bear turns, finally locking eyes with you. His gaze is fierce, yet curious, and you can feel an unspoken connection bridge the gap between two species, understood deeply, yet never needing to be articulated. You grasp the bond between all who inhabit this realm, that every soul is worthy of protection, every life deserves the right to exist without fear. And within this silent exchange of understanding, the bear answers a call to justice that echoes through the wilderness, a vow to remain vigilant for those who cannot protect themselves. As you breathe in the crisp air, a profound sense of belonging settles in your bones. In witnessing this extraordinary act, you know you, too, have become part of the story. The guardian of truth woven into the very fabric of the forest. The battle against the darkness may continue, but for today, the bear and you have played your part, reclaiming hope from despair, lifeblood from the shadows, and courage from the very essence of existence that enables life to thrive in the heart of the woods. The forest exhales, and you sense that for every rescue and release, there lies potential for revival. A movement born not just from survival, but from the will to protect, to cherish, and to honor the hidden promise of the wild. In the aftermath of the turmoil, a fragile calm descends over the forest, wrapping around you like a warm blanket. The chaos that once filled the air has quieted, replaced by the soft rustling of leaves, whispering sweet nothings to the wind. The bear stands tall, a towering figure of strength and resilience, a protector of life, reaffirming the intricate web of existence that thrives within the forest's embrace. You take a moment to absorb the reality surrounding you, the echoes of the past pulsing through the ether. In the distance, you can hear the liberated animals returning to their true home, a slow but celebratory symphony of freedom. The fox darts through the undergrowth, a streak of orange joy illuminating the forest floor. The bear watches, filled with a quiet pride, guardian and harbinger of hope intertwined. Feelings of gratitude wash over you. You reflect on the courage it took for the bear to confront the dark forces ravaging this sanctuary, and you ponder the deeper lessons embedded within this extraordinary encounter. The idea solidifies in your mind. This isn't simply about victory over greed. It is about the unwavering bond we share with all living beings. You realize too that this battle expands far beyond the forest itself, spilling over into realms you may never fully understand. What does it mean to stand guard for those who cannot stand for themselves? You consider the immense weight borne by the bear, the fierce guardianship, the responsibility to shield the innocent from the horrors of the world. In that breathless moment, you catch a glimpse of the sacred balance that nature upholds, a balance that serves as a reminder of your own connection to the wild. A thread woven into a larger narrative of existence that demands reverence. As you ponder this awakening, a sigh escapes your lips, mingling with the rustle of leaves, an acknowledgement of the echoes of the past that are forever etched into the landscape. You find yourself honoring the stories of those creatures who have suffered, those who existed beneath the shadows, their lives lost or stolen in the name of profit. In those reflections, you discover a resolve, a quiet determination ignited in your chest. This moment of clarity, the profound nature of justice, calls you to recognize that there is still much work to do. While victory has graced this clearing today, you understand that the forest's fight is ongoing, a never-ending dance between preservation and destruction. The bear may be the guardian of this realm, but it is an act that must be championed collectively by all who walk upon this earth. With this realization, you turn your gaze back toward the bear. His posture is regal, solid like the ancient oaks surrounding him. He stands as a guardian, and he embraces the responsibility of protecting the balance of the world. You know there are others out there, hidden like you were, feeling the weight of indifference bearing down on them. But the forest isn't a mere battleground. It is a sanctuary that inspires action. In this hidden world, you feel the call to be an ally, a protector of all who inhabit it. Your life too can amalgamate with this tale of resilience. You can stand against injustice and support those who fight for the voiceless, both in the wilderness and beyond. You imagine how profoundly your world can be enhanced by these newfound connections, the interplay of life among humans and animals harmonizing as they stand together against forces that seek to divide and destroy. The bear meets your gaze once more, and you feel that familiar tether, a silent conversation stretching across the space between you. It is an acknowledgement of a shared mission, an understanding that your destinies are now intertwined in ways you could not have anticipated. The forest, once an impressive backdrop to your existence, has blossomed into an entity alive with purpose, drawing you deeper into its rhythm. You envision the steps you can take, conversations with others about the plight of wildlife, advocacy for the protection of natural habitats, the little choices made in everyday life that ripple through communities like wind, stirring the treetops. The realization anchors itself within you. Every effort counts. No act is too small in the face of the overwhelming odds against survival. In the tranquil aftermath of the struggle, you feel hope burgeon within, a hope rooted in action. Your resolve hardens into commitment. As the last chords of despair begin to fade, you sense that change is possible, not only in the forest but throughout the world. Each step taken forward is a collaborative declaration against apathy. You and the bear stand united, guardians of hope and protectors of life, kindred spirits charged with responsibility. And while this day may end, the work that lies ahead glows with promise. The path may be fraught with uncertainty, trials, and relentless battles, but with that comes the chance for transformation, for forging partnerships in places once thought impenetrable. As sunlight begins to filter through the trees, casting long shadows over the forest floor, you realize the greater truth you've uncovered, one of interdependence, balance, and solidarity with every living being. What you have witnessed today is not merely an act of vengeance against an injustice, it is a celebration of unity, a commitment to a future where every creature can thrive alongside one another in the unyielding embrace of the wild. This is a revolution birthed not just from survival, but through the continuing legacy of hope. The forest stands as witness, as do you, part of a narrative that spins out beyond the boundaries of this sacred ground, reverberating through the breath of every tree, every creature, and every heartbeat calling for justice. Your role here is not a novel one. It has existed long before you, and it will echo long after, woven into the fabric of time and sweetened by the promise of change. As you inhale the scents of the earth, you feel that commitment resonate deep within. A vow to embrace the unseen, take action on behalf of the silenced, and protect all that must remain intertwined with the heart of the wilderness. As the sun dips low, painting the sky with fiery oranges and soft golds, you take a moment to breathe in the serenity of the forest. The aftermath of the day's struggle clings to the air, an electric mix of hope and resolve swirling around you. The bear stands beside you, a steadfast guardian, its strength reminding you that greater battles lie ahead. Yet in this peaceful moment, you understand that today's victory is a glimpse into a larger journey grounded in responsibility and unity. You contemplate the reality that the poachers, the embodiment of greed, still exist beyond the boundaries of this sanctuary. Their threats loom like shadows, and while today was a triumph, you realize the fight for justice continues. This revelation fires your spirit. It's the moment you've been waiting for, a commitment to protect those who cannot protect themselves, the vulnerable creatures of the wild and the ecosystems that cradle them. The lessons learned today unfold in your mind like the petals of a flower opening to the sun. You feel a stirring within, a call to action that transcends the forest, urging you to share the stories of resilience you witnessed. You ponder how many lives are intertwined with yours, each playing a crucial role in the delicate tapestry of existence. The bear gazes at you, as if reaffirming your realization. This bond is not just instinctive, it's grounded in a shared purpose. With every step you take alongside the bear, you solidify your vow to raise awareness, to shine a light on the hidden battles facing the wild. You envision yourself speaking to others, kindling their compassion and encouraging them to join in the chorus of those who stand for justice. This is about igniting understanding, about fostering a movement where people recognize their interconnection with nature and embrace their role in safeguarding it. As twilight deepens, you realize the forest holds a treasure trove of stories waiting to be shared. These narratives can inspire hope, provoke empathy, and galvanize action across communities. The lessons of this day resonate deeply within you, and you recognize that each voice raised in advocacy acts as a small but powerful beacon against the tides of indifference. The forest transforms as you walk, the breeze rustling through leaves like whispers of encouragement, infusing you with energy. You feel unshackled from the doubts that once held you back. This journey is yours to lead, and it requires courage and determination. The bear strides with you, a palpable reminder that the guardianship of this realm is collective. It's a sacred call that encompasses you, urging you to be a catalyst for positive change. You reflect on how essential every action will be. The journey ahead may be fraught with challenges, but each small deed contributes to a greater revolution, a movement uniting hearts through the stories of the wild. It dawns on you that even in the darkest hours, hope can bloom, and with it, change. The bear's mere presence embodies the fight against despair, revealing the resilience inherent in the world around you. You envision rallying others, friends, families, even strangers, to join the quest for wildlife protection and environmental preservation. As you gather stories and share experiences, you plant seeds of awareness that can grow into a thriving community, one that rallies against exploitation and champions coexistence. Every encounter becomes an opportunity to awaken others, to praise the innocent lives who remain silenced amidst cruelty. Together, as a coalition united by purpose, you can cultivate a collective will that inspires action, transforming the narrative of despair into one of empowerment. With the bear standing vigil, you know that each of your efforts, however small, contributes to a legacy of guardianship that can resonate well beyond the confines of this forest. As you approach the edge of the clearing, you take one last look back. The silhouettes of the trees stand tall against the horizon, guardians in their own right, witnesses to the stories woven into the very fabric of the land. You recognize that you too are becoming part of that story, a thread in the ongoing narrative calling for justice, compassion, and hope. The day's journey, rich with reflection and insight, has birthed an undeniable promise within you. To fight for what is right, to tell the stories that deserve to be heard, and to champion the guardians of the wild. The echoes of your vow ripple far and wide, resonating with every heartbeat of the forest, uniting you with those who dare to rise against the darkness. In this moment of clarity, you breathe deeply, inhaling the scents of the earth, deciding to embody the change you wish to see in the world. You commit to honoring the sacred connection that exists within nature, vowing to be a voice for the voiceless, and to stand alongside your fellow guardians wherever they may be. As twilight falls, You step beyond the forest's edge, knowing you carry with you the spirit of the wild, an unyielding call to action. You feel the presence of the bear beside you, a powerful ally in this pursuit, a reminder of the world that needs your voice and your heart. The stories shared today will take root in the hearts of many, and the legacy of guardianship will carry forward, igniting a fervor for justice and compassion that the world so desperately needs. The journey isn't over. It has only just begun, and with hope as your guide, you stride confidently into the future, fueled by a commitment to protect all those who dwell in harmony with the untamed wild. Love for the wild whispers to you in the crisp night air. A gentle vow to keep its spirit alive, resonating louder than ever before. A brilliant testament to the strength in unity and the power of hope. The soft blanket of night envelops you as you step out of the forest. But the vibrant energy from your encounter lingers like the glow of a fading sunset. Each footfall feels deliberate, echoing a new understanding of your place in the world, emboldened by the presence of the bear. You keep the silent guardian close in your heart, a reminder of the wild that breathes life into every inch of creation. You've crossed the threshold from observer to participant, aware now that your role transcends the mere act of witnessing. As shadows stretch in the fading light, you think of the stories that still need telling, the lives yearning for recognition. Within you simmers a determination to awaken others to the plight of the voiceless, particularly in a world that often prioritizes profit over preservation. This commitment burns brightly in your mind as you navigate the familiar path home, weaving through trees that now feel like old friends. The whispering wind seems to carry your resolve, sighing through branches, encouraging you to embrace your mission. For too long, apathy has reigned. The stories of suffering must now be met with compassion, a renaissance of empathy waiting to blossom. As you near your home, the world around you transforms. The ordinary becomes extraordinary under the light of the moon. You see not just the stars twinkling above, but the shared destinies of all creatures shimmering within the cosmos. You think of every animal you've seen, and those you haven't, hidden in the dark with tales untold. With each breath, you gather strength, a fountain of hope extracted from today's journey. In your heart, you begin formulating a plan, a way to elevate these stories to hearts eager to listen, to draw action into awareness. You see the beauty found in connection, in forming alliances with other passionate guardians of the wild. What if you could create a coalition? A community united by purpose, capable of shifting perspectives, fostering sustainable change in tandem. Your mind races with possibilities. Organizing community workshops to educate others about wildlife preservation, sharing stories through social media, even rallying like-minded individuals to take a stance against illegal poaching. Each idea swells with potential, each thought further igniting the fire within. You take a moment to pause, inhaling the thick, rich scent of the earth, brewing with promise. But as you plan, you also confront the challenges that are inextricably woven into the fabric of this fight. You think of the naysayers, the challenges of apathy, and the weight of institutional struggles that seek to undermine your efforts. Yet you remind yourself that every journey begins with a single step, and every mighty oak can trace its roots back to the tiniest acorn. The stories of struggle shared today bolster your resolve. You hear the soft lament of the trapped deer, feel the desperation of the captive fox. You internally affirm that each tale will strengthen your voice, fuels the determination to speak bravely against injustice. You vow to bear witness, to push back against the tides, and lift the veil on hidden cruelties. With determination paving your path, you envision a gathering of those who share your passion. You can see faces eager to listen, souls ready to connect. You could invite experts to share their knowledge, wildlife advocates, environmentalists, artists committed to portraying the beauty and strength of the wild. Collective ideas can blossom into actions, a movement rising, fueled by love for nature and the fierce hope for justice. Your thoughts drift to the bear, embodying the guardian spirit of the wild. You imagine sharing your vision with the community, how the very essence of the forest could inspire others to pick up the mantle of protectors. The bear symbolizes not only courage, but also resilience. Every small action accumulating into a force strong enough to challenge even the most shameless transgressions against nature. The enormity of this path starts to settle, not intimidating, but strangely comforting. Each effort, no matter how small, intertwines with the resolve of countless others. You recall the steadfast presence of the bear, a silent guardian holding space for the wild. It's a reminder that change often begins in quiet corners, behind the scenes, with those who dare to commit to something larger than themselves. Now, as you reach your home, you feel the soft thump of your heart echoing against the walls of your chest, a drumbeat of expectation for what is to come. The narrative isn't just yours, but part of a larger tale in which every voice matters. And you resolve to use your voice as an instrument of change, empowering others to be guardians in their own spaces. You reach your door and pause. In this moment, night creatures begin their symphony. The chirping of crickets, the soft hoot of an owl, the rustling leaves, a reminder that the wild is alive still. The guardianship doesn't end here. It travels with you, infused into the very fabric of your being. As you cross into your home, you know this is more than just a personal mission. It is an awakening of sorts, a call to action that will ripple through your community and beyond. The stories of the forest will echo through you, illuminating connections you never knew existed. The transformation that begins today could change hearts, inspire action, and spur a movement. You step further inside, a smile spreading across your face as you realize that hope is no longer a distant flame. It burns bright within you, lifted by the spirit of the wild, by every story heard, and by the promise of unity among guardians. The journey has begun, and you are ready to share the wild's tales, invoking compassion for those who can't speak for themselves. Determined, you make a vow to let the world know that hope and justice walk hand in hand, a force of nature, just like the bear who resides in the depths of your memory, always watching, always guiding. This is merely the beginning, a tender whisper in a journey long overdue, a chorus of guardians rising up, ready to reclaim the narrative of the wild. With your heart aflame, you begin to navigate the path of change, stepping into a world alive with potential. The weight of the stories you've embraced fuels your determination, reminding you of the fragile lives at stake. You see yourself as more than just an individual. You are now a bridge between the shadows of the wild and the illuminated hearts of the community. The following days unfold like vibrant pages of a book waiting to be written. You reach out to friends, family, and neighbors, eager to share the tales of the bear and the animals who suffered at the hands of poachers. With every conversation, you find sparks of interest flickering in their eyes, engagement blossoming like wildflowers in spring. People are beginning to listen. You organize a small gathering in your backyard, an open discussion where you will share not only the stories of survival, but also the urgent need for action. As the day approaches, excitement and apprehension weave through your body. What if no one shows? What if your message isn't received? Those thoughts can't snuff out the flame that has taken residence in your heart. On the day of the gathering, you carefully prepare your backyard. String lights hang gently from branches, casting a warm glow against the backdrop of fading daylight. You arrange cushions on the grass, creating an inviting circle. But even as you welcome your friends, you can feel the weight of the responsibility ahead. These stories need to open hearts and minds, igniting that same powerful hope that now fills you. As voices join you in the serene evening, laughter mingles with the whispers of the night. You share your experiences, recounting the bond you formed with the bear, your encounter fueled by courage and love for the wild. As you speak, the moon arcs overhead, a witness to your commitment. You show short clips, images of the wildlife under siege, a visual testament to their struggles, even as the spirits of change start to flicker in the eyes of your listeners. You watch as your friends lean in, expressions transforming from curiosity to outrage, compassion igniting a fire within them. Discussions cascade like waterfalls, questions bubble up. What can we do? How can we help? The response you receive is electrifying, a confirmation that your mission is resonating. As the evening progresses, ideas flow like streams, interweaving thoughts of collaboration and exploring avenues for advocacy. You suggest a community cleanup event, a tangible way to foster respect for nature and cultivate bonds that will prove essential in the fight for wildlife preservation. Suddenly, your fears diminish, replaced by the strength of collective will. Together, you dream of a future where harmony dances with justice. From that night onward, your group transforms into a coalition. Each gathering becomes a seed planted, intended to educate and inspire others. Websites, Facebook groups, and community outreach programs bloom. You're crafting a movement, a tide rising against apathy, one that would not stall or retreat in the face of adversity. You feel the bear's spirit beside you, urging you forward with unwavering strength. As your effort builds momentum, you discover the power of storytelling lies in its ability to connect. You collaborate with local artists to create murals depicting the beauty of the wild and the creatures that inhabit it. These public displays become visual calls to action, urging the community to honor and protect the world around them. Children, families, and individuals from all walks of life gaze in wonder, their hearts swelling with a spirit of guardianship. But even as you raise awareness, shadows of doubt occasionally creep in, fears of inadequacy, of not doing enough. You remind yourself of the journey that brought you here, the brave bear reminding you that progress thrives in imperfections. Each step is a triumph, no matter how small, and the passion you've ignited is akin to a wildfire, fervent, unstoppable, full of life. Amidst the challenges, you organize an educational workshop, bringing in wildlife experts to discuss the dire consequences of poaching. Their stories add depth to the awareness you and your coalition strive to cultivate. The attendees walk away with knowledge and a sense of duty, their hearts ablaze with urgency as they pledge to act. Outside, the rhythm of the seasons render their cycle, but the sense of purpose you've established continues to flourish. Days turn into weeks, and your community begins to resonate with the energy of guardianship. More gatherings occur, each echoing a unified pledge to protect the wild that nurtures them. You receive invitations to speak at local schools, sharing the story of the bear with children who listen wide-eyed, their imaginations ignited by the notion that they too can be defenders of nature. Each interaction amplifies the call to action, breeding compassion among the younger generation, nurturing a future filled with responsible stewards. One fateful evening, while at a symposium for environmental preservation, you find yourself face to face with a renowned conservationist. The bear's essence seems to shimmer brightly in the back of your mind, acting as a guiding hand. You recount your journey, from the harrowing rescue to your community's awakening. The conservationist leans in, captivated, and by the end of the evening, speaks about potential partnerships, recognizing the power of grassroots movements in tackling wildlife trafficking. As you shake hands, gratitude wells within you. You've begun to weave a larger tapestry of connection, and with each thread, the message of hope strengthens, threads that bind individuals, communities, and conservationists alike. The call of the wild, once only an echo in your heart, now resonates as a powerful anthem, a reminder of the responsibility that dwells in every soul. It's about preserving that spirit, about forging an alliance that stands against exploitation and injustice. Through the alliances you're building, you sense that the ripple view has evolved into a wave of solidarity sweeping through towns and cities beyond yours. Together, alongside countless others, you are becoming part of a chorus dedicated to ensuring futures where wildlife can roam unfettered, where every creature can live unscathed. As the seasons shift, so does your understanding of what it means to be a guardian. You realize it isn't just about fierce activism, it's about nurturing relationships, inspiring community, and empowering individuals to find their voices. The journey is vast, and you know the work ahead may be long and arduous. But together, as a united front, you stand undeterred. The bear will always be a part of you, a symbol of resilience, a guardian who called you into action, and a reminder that the wild thrives on hope, unity, and love. The months roll by into a tapestry of collective effort, illuminated by your shared commitment to the wild. Each meeting, each event, fuels a sense of belonging that intertwines with your purpose. You feel your community evolving, sprouting collective roots as each individual recognizes their role in the guardianship of the natural world. Your grassroots movement evolves into a larger coalition. Parents, children, teachers, and local businesses unite under the banner of wildlife protection. New ideas sprout within conversations fueled by passion. Wildlife art exhibits spring up, showcasing the beauty and diversity of creatures thriving in the wild. The children's faces light up as they learn how to paint them, their laughter echoing through the galleries. Every brushstroke is infused with love, every color a promise that they will join the ranks of those who protect these magnificent lives. One cold afternoon, you decide to organize a wildlife awareness festival at a local park. Picture it: colorful booths filled with educational resources, guest speakers sharing exhilarating stories, interactive displays where families can learn about local wildlife habitats. You invite the very conservationist who inspired you at the symposium, and in the weeks leading up to the festival, excitement ripples through the community. Across town, you watch as neighbors join hands in preparation, crafting posters, gathering supplies. The choreography of collaboration feels surreal. It's as if the spirit of the bear, undeterred and unwavering, infuses each action with purpose. Your heart beats in tandem with theirs, a powerful reminder of the echoing calls for justice that once seemed so distant. Finally, festival day arrives, vibrant and alive, with the sun smiling down upon the gathering participants. Laughter bursts like wildflowers as families stroll from booth to booth, their eyes alight with wonder. The gentle hum of voices creates a melody of community spirit, a song inviting all to join in the fight for wildlife preservation. As you welcome guests, you tell stories of your journey. Those first moments of realization, the desperation that clung to the air, and that pivotal encounter with the bear. With every word, you feel the power of storytelling, the embodiment of experiences that transform hearts and inspire action. The bear's legacy is woven into the fabric of this festival, serving as a bridge between the humans and the wild. The conservationist takes the stage, and you watch as the audience leans in, mesmerized by his words. He speaks passionately about the triumphs of grassroots activism, the importance of their united voices, and how each action, small or large, ripples outward. The crowd erupts into applause, hearts swell with inspiration. Together, they are moving, becoming a force capable of effecting change, shining brightly against the backdrop of a clear blue sky. People learn, discussions spark, ideas ignite, a coalition grows, fueling plans for future projects, cleaning local parks, monitoring wildlife corridors, advocating for stronger regulations against poaching. It's electrifying. You witness a shift in awareness. an awakening rippling through the community as the stories of the wild resonate louder than before. But just as the sun begins to set on this festive day, casting golden light over everything, a weight settles heavily in your chest. It's only then that you remember the stark reality lurking in shadows, the ongoing threat of illegal poaching, the urgency that existed before the celebrations began. You can feel the flickering tension around the benefits of a united front and the harsh realities that still persist. Determined to channel that weight into action, you gather your coalition around a fire pit as the stars begin to emerge, a reflection of hope twinkling above. You take a deep breath and share your thoughts, the victories and tribulations intertwined. "This is not the end of our work," you say. "It's just the beginning." The group nods, their eyes reflecting the firelight. And you see it. The recognition of what still needs to be done. You discuss the responsibility that rests on each of their shoulders, the necessity to keep the wild stories alive. The call to action does not end. It is a rallying cry for vigilance, a vow to continue shining a light in areas shrouded in darkness. In the circle of warmth, you raise your fist. "We are guardians. We will not let the wild fight alone. Together we will forge paths for those who cannot speak." Murmurs of agreement resonate, voices strengthening one another in affirmation. Each hand, whether young or old, finds its way into the middle until a unified rhythm beats in sync. It's a declaration, a promise of action, heartbeats echoing the commitment anew. As the fire crackles, flickers of light leap into the chill night air, illuminating faces steeped in resolve. You feel the bear within you, a guardian woven into your very essence, embodying a spirit of hope that requires showing up in both moments of joy and moments of difficulty. That night, you vow as a collective to extend your outreach beyond the festival, to transform messages into action, to advocate for legislation that protects local wildlife habitats and amplify their voices through art and creativity. Your coalition agrees to write letters, raise funds, and lobby for change to ensure that the stories of the wild aren't just heard, they are acted upon. As the gathering dissipates under the blanket of stars, a sense of fulfillment washes over you. This newfound purpose swells in your heart. Together you've formed a community of guardians, a tapestry woven through shared commitment, igniting a fire that will burn brightly through every season, every challenge, every triumph. Walking home under the celestial canopy, you find peace amidst the knowledge that you're no longer just an observer in the wild. It's a beating heartbeat within your own. You carry these stories forward, not only as cherished memories but as a clear call to action, committed to witnessing the beauty that lies just beyond each path. A whisper that echoes through every breeze, the spirit of the bear, alive in each of you. With the warmth of the fire still lingering in your heart, the weeks flow into a rhythm of activity. You and your coalition have truly transformed into a network of guardians, each of you an advocate for wildlife preservation. Each day there's momentum, new ideas bubbling, collaborations forming, and a shared vision igniting a collective sense of purpose. Weekly meetings hum with energy and resolve as you dive into planning your next big initiative, a campaign called Voices for the Wild. The aim is to engage the community in conversation about illegal poaching and conservation efforts. You want to create a platform where people can voice their concerns, share stories, and, most importantly, mobilize action. As the date of the first town hall approaches, excitement surges through you. You walk through your neighborhood, greeting familiar faces, friends, parents, even children who now carry signs that advocate for wildlife. It's remarkable how awareness has sparked. Now, the urgency for change is palpable. On the night of the town hall, a palpable energy fills the air. The community center buzzes with anticipation, and you take a moment to soak it all in. People from all walks of life gather together, united by a shared desire to protect the natural world. You step to the front, taking a deep breath. It's time. With your heart pounding, you share the stories, the joy of the bear, the urgency felt as animals suffer in silence. You invite the conservationist from the symposium to the stage. His presence commands attention, and as he speaks, a silence falls over the crowd, making space for raw emotion and understanding. "We have a chance to stand together against the threats our wild neighbors face," he urges. "The voices of the community can steer local policy. We all possess the power for change." Applause erupts after his speech, charging the atmosphere with hope. You sense that every heart in that room is awakening, ready to take a stand. Encouraged, individuals begin to sign petitions, rallying their friends and family to act. As the following weeks pass, the energy remains alive. You hold more town halls, and with each meeting, the coalition grows, not just in size but in strength. Parents share stories of their children noticing wildlife, and kids express how they want to become guardians themselves. But with growth comes challenges. Reports surface about a rise in poaching incidents nearby. A bittersweet gasp escapes your lips. The reality is harsh. As more people join your cause, it's essential, now more than ever, to confront these shadows directly. You gather everyone once more, and the determination in their eyes sets the stage. The threats are real, but so are our abilities to effect change. You say, your voice rising with conviction. We need to rally once more, not just to protect the past, but to safeguard the future. Amidst the crowd, energy shifts. You can sense an electrifying momentum building. Plans coalesce, details sharpen. A demonstration is set. This is your chance to raise awareness on a broader scale. Your coalition mobilizes. Posters are crafted, flyers printed, and social media posts blossom. The day of the rally arrives, a tangible energy crackling in the air. Families come together, children bouncing on their toes, brimming with excitement. You stand with your coalition, the sun streaming above as the crowd gathers, voices intertwining to form one powerful chorus demanding change. Protect our wild. Take action now. Chants rise up, reverberating through the streets, drawing passers-by to join in. The energy builds like a summer storm, fierce and beautiful. The spirit of the bear feels alive among you, manifesting as strength, resilience, and fierce urgency to safeguard the voices of the voiceless. With every chanting heartbeat, you witness the transformation in your community. Strangers turn into allies. The message extends far beyond the local park, echoed in every corner, into the hearts of children, parents, artists, and lovers of the wild. At the forefront of this movement, your resolve grows unshakable. As you march toward the local government building under a brilliant sky, you can hardly contain the swelling pride and hope within you. This movement isn't just about you. It embodies countless stories and aspirations bound together by a deep-seated need for protection and reverence for nature. Amid the crowd, you feel the rush of possibility, a torrent of connected hearts beating as one. This day marks a pivotal moment, a shift toward action and awareness, compelling local leaders to engage in meaningful dialogue with voices from all walks of life. With every shared story and pledge made, you realize your endeavor has become a flourishing ecosystem of compassion that stretches beyond fear. You glance around, taking in the diverse tapestry of faces surrounding you, an embodiment of the guardianship you sought to inspire. You step forward, understanding that in this moment, you're not merely advocating for wildlife. Instead, you're fostering a culture that respects and amplifies the beauty of nature, unveiling a narrative that intertwines human existence with the wild around us. As your rally swells and climaxes outside the government building, you know this is not only a statement, but a promise, a commitment to hold that space for the wild, to share the stories that echo in your heart, and to let the spirit of the bear lead you onward. The winds feel renewed, carrying hope into the future. A living testament that change is possible, being forged by those who dare to unite for a cause greater than themselves. The chants of your gathered community echo, resonating in the air like distant thunder, vibrant and alive. As the rally reaches its peak, you notice local media capturing the moment. Cameras flash, reporters scribble notes, and the message of your united cause begins to spread beyond your neighborhood. You can feel the weight of your mission mushrooming, evolving from a swell of hope into a tidal wave of action poised to crash upon the shores of change. In the days that follow, the energy of the rally filters through social media, igniting conversations across the town and beyond. News articles highlight the astounding turnout, interviews broadcast your coalition's message, and as hashtags trend locally, more faces join the conversation. Individuals reach out, asking how they can get involved, how they can become part of this growing movement. It's dizzying. The spark you flicked has erupted into a fire, lighting a path forward. But you realize that with recognition comes responsibility. You and your coalition meet once again, this time to strategize how to harness this momentum into sustained action. We need to turn this energy into tangible change, you propose, excitement thrumming in your veins. Let's work on building solid partnerships with local organizations. We can create educational programs and establish a wildlife ambassador program in schools. Your coalition nods, eyes sparkling with possibilities. As voices rise in enthusiasm, faster than you could have dreamed, a plan unfolds. Presentations in schools, partnerships with artists to create impactful murals, and even workshops to teach communities about local wildlife and its preservation. As ideas bounce around the room, shared laughter and moments of joy intermingle with the intoxicating sense of purpose that binds you all. Each idea flows out like a stream. The imagery of the bear, a symbol of strength, becomes ubiquitous. On posters, in art, intertwined in every message your coalition sends forth. With every interaction, the sense of community strengthens. Conversations turn into friendships. Collaborations bloom, and a web of guardianship envelopes your neighborhood. You notice younger members of the group emerging as leaders. They carry the spirit of the bear, their enthusiasm infectious. Children volunteer for presentations, creating playful activities to educate their classmates. You feel pride swell in your chest. This isn't just about protection, it's about nurturing the next generation, seeding compassion in young hearts. As the months slip by, you feel the landscape of your community changing. Local businesses begin to display caring promotions in support of wildlife conservation. Schools adopt environmental curriculums, integrating lessons on nature not just as an afterthought, but as a core aspect of learning. You attend presentations where children speak passionately about animal welfare, their innocence and belief in the wild touching everyone in the room, including the adults who've often faltered in their faith. Outside of town, whispers of your movement are rippling like echoes off distant mountains. Activists in surrounding neighborhoods reach out, eager to replicate your work, wanting to understand how the wildfire of passion spread so quickly. Each story that comes from these encounters reinvigorates your spirit. There's something beautiful about knowing that change is infectious, turning into a ripple that spreads further than you ever envisioned. But beneath this burst of optimism lies an ever-present shadow. Reports of wildlife poaching intensify, and figures recounting devastating statistics haunt your heart. It feels like the world around you aches, the narratives of hope and perseverance intermingling with the stark reality that the struggle for wildlife is ongoing. This knowledge fuels an urgent need to amplify voices louder, ensure they resonate in every corner, and shout back against the darkness. You gather your coalition again, your breath steady. We're making strides and we must keep pushing, you say, conviction threading through your words. We need to channel our passion into an organized campaign against poaching. Let's rally our constituents to advocate for stronger laws. Let's press upon our leaders what's at stake. The energy is palpable as ideas flood the room. You unify your plans, a campaign with a clear focus. Bring awareness, raise funds, and confront decision-makers directly. Days melt into nights, and a strategy crystallizes before your eyes. Community forums, petitions, and even calls to action for stricter penalties become the backbone of your movement. Communication flows, a mix of countless emails, brainstorming sessions, and social media blasts. Community meetings are scheduled, and messaging is fine-tuned. Flyers are created, adorned with artwork that breathes the spirit of the bear, strength, intelligence, resilience, carrying the hope of your community forward. When the day of action arrives, the air around the local government building buzzes with energy. People gather again, each carrying the candle of hope like a torch, a bright reminder that dangerous realities will not dim their resolve. You position yourself at the forefront, feeling your heart race with anticipation. This is a pivotal moment, one filled with responsibility. As you step forward, the crowd grows quiet. With a deep breath, you speak, invoking hearts and minds, reminding everyone of the plight facing creatures that roam the hills and forests. You recount how the spirit of the bear ignited this movement, weaving the message of action through each story, through every shared experience. Today, we must make our voices heard and understood. We are the guardians of this land, you say fiercely. If we truly wish to embrace our role, we must defend nature, hold our leaders accountable, and maintain the urgency to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Let our voices rise and create an unyielding charge. Those surrounding you erupt in applause, a torrent of energy merging into one force. The moment feels electric, a palpable yearning for change resting upon every whispered breath, setting a new wave of guardianship into motion. As the sun sets, marking another day of promise, you realize that this journey, a fierce, unrelenting culmination of stories, community voices, and the tenacious spirit of the bear, will continue evolving beyond what you can see, becoming a relentless tide that defends the wild.